Matthew chapter 4, verse 4. Then was Jesus led up of the Spirit into the wilderness to be tempted of the devil. And when he had fasted 40 days and 40 nights, he was afterward and hungered. And when the tempter came to him, he said, If thou be the Son of God, command that these stones be made bread. But he answered and said, It is written, Man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of God.
You fast to create a positive energy force where other forces can gather. The word fast means to abstain from. So if you drinking water, you're on a water diet. That's not a fast. You drinking fruit juice, you're on a fruit juice diet. When you take nothing, when you talk about the story of Jesus and them, that's 40 days on just breathing. I never understood why Gandhi got so much play. He, as long as he fasted for 13 days. I didn't realize that's 13 days with nothing. You know, just breathing. And then everything in the body changes. You know, the universe takes over. See, once you go on a fast, the body starts consuming itself. So if you took a comb and combed your hair, what are the hairs going to come out the comb? The weak ones or the strong ones?
The weak ones.
Okay, so if you have cancer, when you go on a fast, it start eating up on. That's how you heal.
In this video, I'm going to show multiple sources, mainly the Bible, that the power of fasting is undisputed all throughout history, from spiritual connections with the Most High God, even to the physical health benefits of healing the body, and spiritual warfare, proving we've been lied to about everything, including our own vessels, that we think we know, but we have absolutely no idea what the body and fasting is capable of. So hold your thoughts and comments, and first listen to make a proper judgment of the facts that has been proven consistently, even co-signed by medical experts.
Fasting is abstaining from pleasures. For what reason? Spiritual purpose. This is important. Fasting is not just missing a meal. It is for a spiritual purpose. That's why we meet every night. We're not just going out food for 3 weeks so you can lose weight. Losing weight is a byproduct of obedience to God. Fasting is when you set your face toward God. God said, you seek me. That's why we come here every night this week. And next week, we're not here just to stop eating. We're here to find God. Jeremiah 3, verse 9, read. In the 9th month of the 5th year of Jehoiakim, son of Josiah, king of Judah, a time of fasting before the Lord was proclaimed for who? All the people. The government declared everyone to stop eating. If you read the rest of that story, the battle that they fought, they won afterwards. They were being beaten by the enemy. Beaten. Go back to get beaten. And the king said, okay, hold it. No one eats until I say so. He proclaimed a fast for the whole country. Oh, Jesus. That means God had so many pipes. How could they lose?
Fasting is a very spiritual journey, and I've noticed personally that it perpetuates health holistically. So when I started fasting, I knew I was weak spiritually. I knew that, and because when I fasted, it was one of the things that I wanted to focus on. And as I started to improve physically, my spiritual development exploded.
Fasting does a wonderful thing in that, I mean, the greatest enemy we have, even though it's a blessing to eat and things, but the greatest enemy we have is within us, our own, what I refer to as the flesh. You know, the carnal man, that old nature, that my flesh wants to eat too much. It wants to drink too much. It wants to sleep in. It wants to be lazy. Your body was designed to have stressors. It was designed to get up and move and do things. And if you don't do that, and so the flesh just wants everything easy. Feed me, feed me, feed me.
We also see in men 1,300% increase in testosterone just from somewhere between a 13 to 15 hour fast. And then we start to see inflammation go down. So all of a sudden, if you have people who have joints that are hurting, They start doing 15 hours of fasting every day and they're like, God, my joints just don't have that same stiffness in them anymore. But if you stay in that fasted window, you keep going 17 hours, your brilliant body turns within and it goes, wait a second, no food's coming in. We better get stronger. So it literally takes the bad cells, the cells that are slowing you down, the cells that are turning into cancer, and it gets rid of those. They're called senescent cells. And it literally recycles them out of your system, and it goes into the cells that are still usable, and it makes them stronger. It fixes the intercellular parts. We call that autophagy. And that's when you go without food, your cells will heal themselves.
Let me tell you something. If you do a 7-day water fast, the studies done in Boston at the university showed that your lifetime probability of getting cancer is reduced by more than 70%. Some studies even higher. Because the cells that are going to die off in the state of the fast are going to be your cancer cells. I predict that in the next 5 to 10 years, there's going to be major cancer treatments associated with adjunctive fasting. And that's coming, definitely. It's on its way. What else can be used for? Autoimmune diseases. There's numerous studies to say that you have inflammatory bowel disease, rheumatoid arthritis, lupus, any of these conditions, and you get a flare-up of it, fast for 3 days. It's the most potent thing you can do as an anti-inflammatory. Because first and foremost, your bowels are totally quiet. There's no energy being used for digestion. Your body's energy resources will be utilized to repair yourself. A lot of autoimmune diseases start from your gut as well. Gives your gut a chance to heal so that you get less leaky gut syndrome. Autoimmune diseases get better. And what about diabetes? Diabetes definitely gets better because I just told you the insulin resistance gets better. So that gets better. What about Alzheimer's? Oh yeah, poor granny, we can't pull the tray away from her. But sometimes that's the best thing you could actually do. Give her lots of liquids and don't feed granny for 3 days if she's got dementia. Social services will be after you. It could be anybody, not just a granny. But don't feed her for 3 days. Just give her lots of water. I promise you, neurologically, she'll start waking up. The fog will go away. The confusion will get better. It can get better. And it should get better. And there's no harm in trying because she won't die in 3 days.
When you put a person on a fast, what you're doing, I'll supervise fast. And it's best that it's supervised. You're giving your body a chance to go into a deep reset. Mm-hmm. It's going to play catch up. It's going to restate your stem cells. It's going to remove all the endogenous material that could be stored up in your liver. Supervised. It's going to give you better kidney function. It's going to have a good chance of helping you overcome coronary artery disease. It's miraculous. A lot of mainstream doctors just don't believe in it.
No, they don't. They think a lot of people think it's really dangerous, right?
Fasting and praying is the closest you become to life, death, and the Most High altogether. Being able to hear his voice clearer, dreams become prophetic, discernment meter higher, and also activating your senses higher, which makes sense why gluttony is promoted, but fasting is overlooked. So as we read in Matthew in the beginning, Christ fasted 40 days and 40 nights, and after he was tempted of the devil, Christ was casting out demons and legions off people leading up into modern times. We don't even associate health issues with demons or mental problems. But why don't we see people actually being healed by laying on of hands today, like Christ did when he said specifically, "Ye shall do greater works," because we're not tapping into fasting long periods consistently and operating on a higher spiritual level. Even when the disciples asked, why couldn't we cast out those demons? Christ told them, these level of demons come not out, but by fasting and praying. What was Moses doing up in the mountain 40 days and 40 nights when he came down shining? Was he eating? Why was Baruch expected to fast 7 days before being shown a message from God and every other prophet in those days? Because they were tapping into a higher frequency, a higher spiritual level, fasting and praying.